Monsieur le ministre Dion, Messieurs, Mesdames, ministres et secrétaires parlementaires, members of the House, députés, chers collègues, représentants du monde diplomatique, chers invités, bonne soirée et très bienvenue à la célébration de la fête de l'Europe. Cette fête de l'Europe, cette année-ci, coïncide avec le 40e anniversaire de relations de l'Union européenne avec le Canada et de notre coopération formelle. Et pourquoi nous célébrons la journée de l'Europe? Ce n'est pas vraiment une fête nationale dans le sens que fêtent les États nationaux pour différentes raisons, soit pour commémorer leur indépendance, l'acte de leur constitution, une révolution ou une réunification. Mais dans le contexte de l'Union européenne, c'est différent. Pas seulement parce que nous ne sommes pas un État, mais parce que nous célébrons une idée, une vision extraordinaire qui a mené à la création de l'Union européenne, une idée qui a changé le destin de l'Europe et j'ose dire même le destin du monde entier. Et cette idée était inspirée par la détermination d'assurer la paix, la sécurité, la prospérité de notre continent européen, un continent qui a été dévasté par 2 guerres mondiales. Et c'est Robert Schuman, le ministre des Relations extérieures français, qui, dans son temps, proposait une déclaration le 9 mai 1950, une proposition de mettre la production de l'acier et du charbon sous l'égide d'une autorité supranationale afin de garantir la paix durable entre ennemis historiques. Et c'était l'acier et le charbon parce que c'était les industries de la guerre dans son temps. Et cette idée a donné la naissance à l'Union européenne, un processus d'intégration qui a commencé avec 6 États membres qui aujourd'hui constituent une union économique, politique de 28 États membres avec plus de 500 millions de citoyens. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why Europe Day for us Europeans is not only a day of celebration, it's also a day to pay tribute to this great idea of Robert Schuman and to remember its historical background. I think it's for us extremely important to remember why the European Union has been created. It's also a day to bear in mind that this European project is far from being finalized. It's a project that's in constant working progress. It has solid foundations, but it also has to face many turbulences, and a project that cannot be taken for granted. That we can succeed together, that it's possible to work united and in diversity, is demonstrated by the excellent, successful cooperation that the European Union has with our host country, Canada, and this since more than 40 years. And recently, on the 18th of February, we celebrated in the presence of Prime Minister Trudeau the 40th anniversary of the opening of our diplomatic mission here in Canada. These 40 years has been so successful, we believe, because both partners work together on a solid basis of mutual trust, common goals, and firm solidarity. We are closest allies, we are like-minded partners because we share so much experience, we share so much in common values and principles. Our friendship has opened the door to the strongest economic ties. And on this firm basis, we will be able this year to sign 2 important new agreements, new generation golden standards agreement, the Canada-EU Comprehensive Economic Trade Agreement and the Strategic Partnership Agreement. And these agreements will allow for even closer cooperation to combat climate change, defeat terrorism, promote peace and security globally, and manage global migration. In brief, the current state of our relationship is excellent, and we believe that the future that we are building together looks also very bright. The same values which we cherish in our cooperation with Canada are needed if we want to cope successfully with the biggest challenges the European Union is currently facing. Today, the European Union faces a decisive test of unity. We are going through a crisis of solidarity and our shared values are under attack. But Our experience demonstrated clearly that we are able to handle major challenges. Without solidarity of the European Union, there would never have been reunification of Germany. Without solidarity, without the historical responsibility and support of EU member states, the enlargement of the Union by 8 states from Eastern Europe would not have succeeded. Without solidarity and firm conviction that we can succeed, the European Union would not have been able to address successfully the effects of the global financial crisis. And only on the basis of solidarity, which cannot be one-way street, it will be possible to cope with the flows of thousands of refugees towards the European continent. And therefore, the European Day should also remind us to be confident and to be proud. Confident because forces that bind Europe together are much stronger than those trying to pull us apart. To be proud in all that we have achieved, in Europe itself and in cooperation with great partners like Canada. And sometimes, as President Obama said recently, we need an outsider to remind us of the magnitude what we have achieved. And finally, we must realize that the world needs a strong Europe more than ever. We have a responsibility towards our citizens and also to the rest of the world. It's part of our global responsibility. And we are very pleased that this vision is also shared by Canada. As Prime Minister Trudeau pointed in his speech on the 18th of February, he said, "An effective European voice in the world is vital. The European Union is a unique partner for Canada, and Canada has a direct stake in the strong and united European Union." Allow me to conclude with the words of the first Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany, Konrad Adenauer, who said in 1954, "European unity was a dream of a few. It became a hope for many, and today is a necessity for us all." It was true then, and it's certainly true today. Mesdames, Messieurs, c'est un très grand plaisir, un grand honneur et privilège que je donne maintenant la parole au ministre des Affaires étrangères, le ministre Dion.
Merci beaucoup, Madame l'ambassadeur de l'Union européenne, chère Marianne, Excellence des différents pays européens, Excellence de tous les amis de l'Europe et toutes les personnes ici présentes sont d'excellentes personnes aussi et amis de l'Europe. Alors, ça fait plaisir d'être avec vous. Je salue tous mes collègues députés, sénateurs et je voudrais vous remercier, Marianne, de m'avoir invité à prononcer quelques mots en cette Journée de l'Europe 2016. Et je vous remercie aussi d'avoir tenu cette conférence sur le partenariat stratégique entre l'Union européenne et le Canada. On me demande de conclure une conférence à laquelle je n'ai pas assisté, ce qui est toujours un peu frustrant. D'autant que je suis sûr que cette conférence a été un succès, c'est ce qu'on m'a dit, et que j'y aurais beaucoup appris. J'ai hâte de lire le compte-rendu que mes espions vont m'en faire. Cette conférence et la réception de ce soir comptent parmi les activités de célébration de notre 40e anniversaire. Mesdames et messieurs, c'est en effet il y a 40 ans que l'Europe ouvrait une mission diplomatique à Ottawa. Ce n'était pas la première. Avant, il y avait eu Washington et Tokyo, mais c'était quand même la 3e. Depuis, le Canada n'a eu qu'à se féliciter de ce partenariat avec nos amis européens. Et c'est certainement vrai pour de nombreux pays à travers la planète. À chaque fois que l'on a la chance de travailler avec l'Union européenne, on ne peut que s'en féliciter. Aujourd'hui, alors que l'Union européenne fait face à de sérieux défis, et notre ambassadeur vient de les mentionner avec beaucoup d'à-propos, l'Union européenne ne doit pas perdre de vue qu'elle représente un espoir de démocratie, de pluralisme pacifique et de coopération entre États. Que des pays qui n'ont cessé de se faire la guerre pendant des siècles aient pu bâtir une telle union pacifique est l'un des plus beaux accomplissements de la civilisation humaine. Today also marks the 66th anniversary of this success story, the European Union, with the Schuman Declaration proposing the creation of a European coal and steel community. Allow me to quote from it. World peace cannot be safeguarded without the making of creative efforts proportionate to the dangers which threaten it. Quote, the contribution which an organized and living Europe can bring to civilization is indispensable to the maintenance of peaceful relations. Quote again, Europe will not be made all at once or according to a single plan. It will be built through concrete achievements which first create a de facto solidarity. End of quote. Robert Schuman was very prescient, don't you think so? In that all of this, I believe, is just as true today as it was 66 years ago. The security challenges we collectively face, from the horrendous violence of ISIS-Daesh to nuclear proliferation to global warming, must be met with creative efforts proportionate to the risk. Europe remains an indispensable partner in this endeavor for Canada and for the world. As the world's largest economy, the largest aid and humanitarian donor, the European Union is also, as I said, a force for peace, an inspiration for other regions facing instability and conflict, and a major player on all key challenges. At the core of these achievements is European solidarity. And if new challenges such as the rising migration levels are to be collectively met, then European solidarity will remain an absolute necessity. And for us Canadians, our history is intertwined with Europe's, and so is our future. As we work this year to sign the Canada-EU Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement and the Strategic Partnership Agreement, which I know were discussed in details today. CETA must be signed in 2016 and brought into force in 2017 so that consumers and businesses in Europe and Canada can start benefiting. So let's get it done. These two agreements, I am confident, will form the basis of an ever more fruitful relationship in the years to come. As Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has said, in a world of shifting global power, it is more important than ever to leverage the Canadian-European partnership to advance our common values and interests. End of quote. This includes in multilateral organizations where Canada is actively re-engaging. As many of you will know, Canada is seeking a non-permanent seat on the Security Council starting in 2021. I think you know. Canada wants to play its part in the world as a determined peace builder. In this regard, the EU, as always, and will continue to be a unique partner for Canada. It is in the spirit of determined peace building that I would like to finish by wishing everyone a happy Europe Day. Merci beaucoup.
Merci.